good evening, depending on where you are at in the world, and welcome to Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie, either by double tapping the screen or just simply hitting a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button and a little notification bell so that you know when I go live or when I post videos. All of that helps out this channel, and I am very, very grateful for all of your love and support. This video is for the element of air, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for this week of July 12th, tomorrow, through next Saturday, July 18th. All right, air signs. I so far have seen 55 and 111. And while I was shuffling the cards, this card popped out. Air signs, so the 7th chakra, which is the I know, which is your crown chakra. All right, air signs. So what is the energy around the element of air? Deceit. So you have somebody who is being deceitful, who could be playing a lot of mind games. This person doesn't care about you. This person may be wanting to come your way and act as if they care, but they don't. They're trying to play mind games with you. They're trying to, like I said, act like they truly care, but they truly don't. They're in this energy of deceit. He actually looks sick. Look at them eyes. He actually looks sick. Got a candle burning in the background. Yeah. Lord of Spirit. Some sort of magic. So some sort of, somebody could have did some sort of magic to open up a door to allow the spirit realm to come in. Or even mirror magic. With the 2nd chakra, this is definitely somebody who could absolutely, positively have some sort of an attachment. This is somebody who does not want you to trust your intuition. This person is only after sex. They do not care about you. They're going to come in and act like they're your soulmate. They're going to come in and act as though they're your spiritual soulmate, but they are not your spiritual soulmate here, air signs. They do not care about you. Remember, they just want to come in and play mind games with you. This is somebody who could be, using their verbal skills. Somebody who's very charming. Somebody who says, oh, we're mere soulmates. I love you. But they don't. Remember that. They don't. They don't care about you. They do not care about you. So we have 1441, so they could be coming in on Tuesday. This is a mirror effect, so 4141 could be significant. 4141, remember I seen 55 coming through before I even pulled the deceit card. All right, so that's the energy around you. Yeah, see, you need to close the door to this. You do. Do not open the door to this individual. This card popped off the bottom of the deck. All right. So you definitely have somebody who's being very deceitful around you. So be aware of that. This is somebody who is very Mars energy. Somebody who's very aggressive. They could be coming in aggressively. If I was you, I wouldn't let them in the door, because I just seen them like taking it with the south chakra. They could be trying to grape you. Okay, just be aware that they could be trying to grape you. They could even be coming into your astraling, into your dreams, in the 5D, trying to grape you, trying to send some sort of an attachment to you. So please, guys, be aware of that. That stuff's real, by the way. For those of you who don't believe in it, it is actually real, air signs. All right, so what are the crows born in the element of air about this week? Teamwork. So you definitely have your spirit team. This is a predator. What did I say? Scraping. What did I say? This is a predator. They're coming in to try to grape you. Sacral chakra in reverse. This is an energy vampire. They're trying to manipulate your free will. This person could be under some sort of a spell, trying to mirror that they are your divine counterpart. They were sent there from spirit. Grief. So this is definitely somebody from your past. Perhaps somebody that you've already closed that door to. You need to pay attention. They could be, like I said, trying to mess with your head. But you already, like with Archangel Ariel coming through, he's telling you, you already know this. You already know who this is as I am telling you this. You already know to expect this because the crows are going to warn you. This is a predator. Take a look at the bottom of that. Yep, it's going to catch your attention. Something's going to catch your attention about this individual. Yeah, and it's going to throw you off guard. Something that they're going to say, it's going to catch your attention and throw you off guard. And you're going to be like, oh, so you're only here for your own self-interest. You're only here to get in my clam or to gain my wand, right? They could be coming in with some sort of a gift, but they're definitely under the influence. They could be under the influence of a spirit attachment, a spiritual attachment, right? Like I said, they're only trying to get you to open your clam, air signs. I'm telling you. Whew. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify teamwork. So the teamwork card talks about how the crows gather together to chase away the predator. That goes right along with this person's deception. They're a predator. They're a graper. Look at them. Look at that face. You can see in their eyes that they're sick. You're going to see it in their face. And you're going to see it very clearly and know, right? You're going to know what they're there for. So the grief card talks about somebody from the past letting go of something. You need to let go of. This is somebody from your past. This is somebody I feel that you rejected. All right, so let's go ahead and read the teamwork card. For those of you who are new to this channel, we will read the teamwork card for you. So, crows have mastered teamwork. Mobbing is one example of how crows work together on a common goal. Look, a mob of crows, a mob of people. When an intruder or a predator enters their territory, the birds jump into orchestrated action. Each member of the group holds an advantageous position in fighting off the threat. Call upon your spirit team. You already know what to do. Your family or friends to assist you in facing a challenge that requires more than you can comfortably handle. So this person is going to make you very uncomfortable. Like I said, they're a predator. Teamwork strengthens bonds, creates positive memories, and reinforces an awareness that you're not alone. You already know that. You're not alone. So make sure you call your spirit team. I'm telling you, this person's going to try to grape you. This person's very dangerous. This person is very aggressive. They keep showing me the red. Aggressive energy. This person is going to become very sexually aggressive towards you. Even possibly try to unalive you. This person's very dangerous. For anyone who's seen or experienced a crow funeral, it's imperative that crows take time to grieve. It is essential to allow yourself time to feel sadness for a loss, honor a memory, or express your emotions. Healing begins the moment you confront the source of pain. So, yeah, and that's what you're realizing. This is, yeah, this person's, they're, yeah, I'm telling you, I feel this strong, aggressive, either graping or trying to unalive you or something along them lines. You know, the crown chakra, you know, that energy. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 crows here. So it could be 12 people, a mob of people. All right, so clarify teamwork. Clarify teamwork, please and thank you, Spirit. Please and thank you, crows. Clarify teamwork. Yeah, Spirit's telling you got this. These people are watching you online, right? They're watching you online. A mob of people could be watching you online. And it's like this mob of people already know that you know what they're doing, right? They already know this. It's like you already know. They know, you know, that they have a particular plan in place here. You could be revealing it on social media. You could have a platform like I do. But your spirit team is saying, you got this. Don't forget to call us in to protect you and to chase this person away. All right? Because he's coming in aggressively, he or she. Give me grief. Grief. Yeah, ancestors. So your ancestors that have passed on are helping you with this. Every day is a fresh start. Courage. Talent is luck. Important thing in life is to have courage. Somebody's doing voodoo on you. They could be doing voodoo on you every day. Doing it on your sacral and solar plexus. So if you're waking up with little bites on you, that's why. So don't open the door. Because this person is doing a lot of crown chakra magic on you. Right? But your ancestors with the grief card who have passed over have got you. They're working together against this person who's aggressively dangerous. Remember, this person doesn't care about you. They don't care about you. Hey, cut it out. Don't mind my cats. They're battling it out. That's a sign. Sibling rivalry happening. All right, so let's keep moving forward. So remember, something's going to catch your attention. It's going to definitely throw you off guard about this person, right? And you already know what to do. This person's only there for their own self-interest. It's like having a mouse in the house, right? All right, so let's go ahead and move forward. What is the end of this week? How is this past week ending today affecting next week? Yeah, the sun's going to shine again. Spirit's telling you this storm, the sun is going to shine again. You got the King of Wands coming out here. The King of Wands is that aggressive energy. Somebody is very cocky. Somebody is very arrogant. Somebody who's just there to cause emotional storms, try to trigger you. You know, they could, like I said, be doing some sort of ritual here. I think I did have, did the magic card come out? I don't think so. See the birds in the sky? All right, so the sun's going to come out again. You need, look, here he is. Rico Suave himself. Coming in. Oh, I love you. We're soulmates, just to try to get in your drawers. All right, so give me, I'm just going to go ahead and put this with this week's card because it popped out. Give me 3 more cards for the element of air for the rest of July 12th through July 18th. Yeah, so you got some sort of a decision to make here. You got a fish in your energy here. So if something smells fishy, trust it. You have the King of Pentacles coming through here. So the King of Pentacles, what is itchy. So this is coming out of nowhere. Ooh. All right. So the King of Pentacles is the king of, he's somebody who's very grounded. Somebody who is, that's the way they could be coming off, is somebody who's very grounded, somebody who's good with money, somebody this is somebody who's going to try to earn your trust or even try possibly to buy your love. So be aware of that. You have Master number 22. So Cancer, the new moon in Cancer is it going to be at 22 degrees. So you got to be aware of that. Look, you got the King and the Queen coming through. Look, the King and Queen. So there's definitely a matching pair coming through here. A 7, 37, 2, 3, 4 could be significant. We have Master number 22, a 3 and a 4. A 4 and a 7 adds up to an 11. But I feel like I just think you need to be careful with this person. I do. Because like I said, they're going to come in as, they're going to act like they're your divine counterpart. And they're going to say, oh, I truly care about you. You're my divine counterpart. But their words and their intentions don't add up. Look, I knew the magic card came. Right there. Magic. They're going to try to claim they are your mirror counterpart. But do you see 3 fishies on here? So you may have to make a choice between 2 men. Okay, give me one more card, please, and thank you for the element of air. Because you got one who's being very deceitful, like very aggressive, very deceitful. It's because they're under some sort of an influence here. This is a predator. Somebody who likes to grape. Somebody who's coming in very aggressive. Somebody who's dangerous. Yep. Something about timing. So, yeah, like I said, they could have been coming into your dreams already, but some sort of a plan backfired. They could have been blocked. Yeah, they were trying to create some sort of an obstacle, but the obstacle has been removed. They definitely been blocked from astral traveling or even traveling your way. You found peace in the situation. This is somebody who aggressively wanted to come in aggressively, right? Play a lot of mind games with you with the 8 of Spades there. They wanted to keep you trapped. So they were trying to they're trying to trap you by becoming aggressive and graping you. I'm telling you, please, guys, be careful. But some sort of a plan backfired here is what I see. So I know that the man card popped out. We're going to keep him out here because I feel like he's this deceitful energy. See how he's half naked? This is somebody who thinks they're Rico Suave. Somebody who thinks that they're just all that in a bag of freaking saltless chips. Sorry about his luck. I don't give a shit what he looks like. Nope. Denied. So the sun in Cancer and the moon in Cancer could be very significant. The sun on eliminating this man's intentions is going to be very significant this week, air signs. All right, so let's pull the Sun card, clarify the Sun card for the end of this week. This could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Yeah. So we got the healing card here. So definitely the healing, there is a healing and alignment taking place here. See all the chakras there? For some of you, you are you could have been calling in your angels, your spirit team to heal you. So your Christ consciousness could be activated so that you can understand, be the clear channel that you're meant to be, air signs. You have a muse around you handing you a paintbrush. Definitely success, happiness with the sun coming out. The clouds, the cloudiness in your mind is dissipating. See, the thunder is striking here. The hand of God is, or the hand of the divine is striking somebody down for what they did. See, there's the tree. The oak tree represents divine protection. All right, so let's pull the sun coming out after a period of storms, healing, muse, inspiration, being handed a paintbrush. Yeah, wasp, jealousy. Somebody is very jealous here. Jealous. So you could have a male individual who's very jealous. Very envious. I'm telling you, the wrath of the divine is striking somebody and they are feeling that sting. They're feeling that sting. Because you are definitely unique. You are one of a kind. So stay calm, right? Stay calm in this sun and moon watery energy in Cancer. We have also, not only do we have the sun in Cancer and the moon in Cancer, we have Mercury retrograde in Cancer. Then we have a masculine energy coming through here. Somebody who smokes, somebody who's very dominant, somebody who lives in a fantasy world. And that's this male energy. They want it. It's like they're only coming towards you because they want to be like something about your status, right? Because you're unique, because you're a unicorn, and that's the only reason. Yeah, see, they're coming at you in a drunken way. It could be coming at you under the influence, very intoxicated. I'm telling you, they're going to put something in your drink, air signs. They're going to put something in your drink to try to unalive you. I'm telling you, please be aware this is a dangerous individual. Look, twin flame, stuck. Self-worth. So somebody is in grief here because they could be stuck in some sort of a situation. Somebody is on a twin flame journey. Right? They could be coming in as a divine counterpart, a twin flame, just to keep you stuck. Alrighty. Or your twin flame, your divine counterpart, could be coming your way as well and be very jealous of this individual. So give me the storm. First of all, let's give me more clarification, Archangel Uriel, about the element of air. Yeah, 5 of spring. Ram. What did I say about that aggressive energy? What did I say? And that's what the 5 of Wands represents. Look at the, look. Boom. See that down on the crown chakra. The crown chakra. So, Ram rules Aries. Aries rules Mars. Mars talks about aggression. This person is coming in looking for a fight. This could be, like I said, in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, strong Aries. Occasionally, you may experience clashes with others. If you decide the matter is worth your energy, then do what you can to minimize the conflict without sacrificing your goals or your beliefs. So, you already know what this person's agenda is. They're coming in looking for a fight. And that's all they care about. That's it. So I'm getting strong Aries coming through here. And I think, hold on a second, I think that Neptune is retrograde in Aries. Neptune is retrograde in Aries. Neptune rules illusions. Did you see the orb? Neptune rules illusions. So somebody could be is coming in trying to pull the wool over your eyes. And look, there's two men here. We got this male individual is half naked, Rico Suave, and we have the King of Pentacles here. So there could literally be a fight between these two. The first man, the deceitful man that's coming in aggressively, does not care about you. The other one very well might. This might be your counterpart. I'm getting that there's three people here. Two men and then an air sign. Give me the deceit. Show me this deceit around the element of air. Yep. They feel they have unfinished business. This person feels as though they have unfinished business. Something about the 7th house partnerships are significant. Neptune retrograde in Aries is significant. Yeah, this person feels they have unfinished business, but they're only coming in looking for the fight. Somebody who wants to bump heads with you. All right, give me this. Storm is leaving and the sun is coming out, healing. The 3 of spring. So I feel like the end of this week they're making some sort of a plan. They're making some sort of a plan here. Stop, take some time to review, and make long-term plans. That's what they're making some sort of a plan to come towards you this week because they feel they have unfinished business. Capitalizing upon your past successes. This is definitely talking about Neptune retrograde in Aries. Because we're talking about Mercury retrograde in Cancer and Neptune retrograde in Aries. Somebody from your past coming back around feeling as though they have unfinished business. It's appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all you've accomplished. So pat yourself on the back for all the healing that you've endured. Pat yourself on the back for, you know, like I said, going through that dark night of the soul. Going through the darkness. All the storms that you've endured. But you may also need patience for the next phase to play out. So be patient. Because that's what they're telling you. These people are planning the perfect opportunity here. Right? This person, somebody is very jealous. They're very stung. Like they're very envious, very jealous. They're very this is a bee, not a honeybee. This is a bee that stings. This person is a wasp. We are, look, we, W-A-R-S, actual perverts. A graper. I'm just calling it like I see it. This person is making a plan, bringing a mob of people up against you. All right, let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. Yep, Empress. Trying to unalive you. Empress. I'm telling you. Also, I see this, remember, Venus is in Leo. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is very important for you, air signs. And listen, when you add air to fire, guess what you get? Right? You should never mix those two elements because it's never a good thing. All right? Think about it. If I light my Palo Santo and there's a flame on it and I go, the flame's going to go, right? That's the same thing. So Empress, I feel like this is the last part of your transformation. I feel like this is a test from the divine. Okay? Empress. I also feel like you're being warned by your spirit team that this person is very dangerous. This person is very aggressive. They definitely want to pick a fight with you, try to, like I said, this person is very jealous, very envious. So we have 313 could be significant. Princess of Spring. This person is definitely jealous because you attract things. They're envious and jealous of your attractiveness. Look, see, you have the rabbit, right? You can be seeing rabbits. You have the feminine coming through here, right? The feminine coming through. Her rebirth, right? Coming out of the cocoon as a butterfly. See the white butterfly? Coming out purified. Purified. Fun and peace. Being in the flow. And look, here is your Emperor. I'm telling you, divine counterparts. Oh, wait a minute. Divine counterparts. I'm telling you, you have divine authority. Look, see that bear holding that butterfly? Look at the white butterfly. Holding that butterfly. The same white butterfly. You two have divine authority with Taurus coming through here. So Venus and Taurus rules Venus. Okay, first of all. So you have divine union coming in. The divine is bringing you two in union. Yeah, and you got somebody who's very jealous. Could be a divine counterpart who's very jealous because they realize that you're unique, you're one of a kind, right? Look, a male individual. This person could be fantasizing about you, doing magic over you with your pictures, fantasizing, you know, how do I want to say this? Since he's half naked, use your own thoughts, you know, waxing the wand, so to speak, kind of situation. They could be doing it over your picture, fantasizing about you. Alrighty, let's start over again. Alright, so give me a little bit more about this male individual with the Ace of Cups. Give me more about this male individual who's half naked. That's too many. Can I have one card, please? Yep, they're thinking about you. This is some from the past. They could be thinking about you. They could be using their senses. It's like, something about the smell, something about still smelling you. They could still smell your essence. They remember you. Remember you smell. They're definitely reminiscing. The beginning of this week, you got a male individual who's reminiscing, thinking of hard about you. Spirit of the dog, friendship, companion, undying loyalty. And then you have the wolf underneath, learner, fierce, and instincts. So this could be somebody who was a friend, somebody who is a friend, somebody who was a friend. They feel they have unfinished business with you. They're being very nostalgic with Mercury in retrograde, the sun and the moon in retrograde. They're being very, very nostalgic. They literally could have something of yours and be smelling it. See the moon in the background? All right, so give me the smell, individual, and memories. Twin flame. So you have a choice to make. There's unfinished business between you and a divine counterpart. And he is heavily, or she is heavily thinking about you, being nostalgic. They feel they have unfinished business, and what they're thinking about is maybe how either they deceived you or you deceived them. And they're thinking about the last time that you spoke in maybe a fight that you had. For some of you, this is a telepathic conversation. You two could be arguing back and forth telepathically. This person could have been disloyal, or you could have been disloyal. See how they're connected at the crown chakra here? Telepathic thoughts, divine timing, ascend. See, nobody in that boat over this summer. Alrighty, the smell individual who is heavily being nostalgic, twin flame, Four of Autumn. So the Four of Autumn, it talks about being cautious about living a life of extremes or seeing things in black and white. So I feel like this person is thinking about the past and how you two were seeing things on a different level. Things in black and white instead of full color. Consider, for example, whether you are spending too much versus hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotionally versus building walls that keep people out. So we got the squirrel here. What do squirrels do? They gather nuts. Right? See how he's gathering an acorn? The acorn represents divine protection. So you both are divinely protected. This person could be coming to your defense, getting rid of some sort of a predator, a graper. And they could be waiting for the right time, like waiting from the call from the divine. So we have the Four of Autumn. So somebody is letting go of something. Somebody is letting go of this inner conflict of seeing things in black and white. It's either my way or the highway kind of situation. Somebody is awakening to the fact that they do actually have a telepathic ability. with another person. So this person could be coming in and saying, listen, you're giving me like I'm hearing things, right? I'm hearing things. Maybe you're like, well, you know, I know you got this wall up and that you're not trusting because I deceived you, right? I understand that. I know that in the past we bumped heads. I know that, you know, we didn't see things. We wasn't on the same page. We didn't see things clearly enough. But now we have unfinished business here, right? We have unfinished business, but I feel like whoever you are, you have a choice to make between two people. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, air signs, you're on a twin flame journey. You are here, down here on earth, because you got a specific mission on earth. Seven, 7, is all over this reading. 12, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2 is also significant. That would make sense why you got the king and the queen coming through in the same element of earth here on earth. This person's like, I know that you're cautious. I know that, you know, I'm one of the reasons why you put a wall up around your heart, right, with the 4. I know that I am one of the reasons. But you're not nuts. What you're hearing is true. What you're hearing, what you know is true. You know this. 2 of winter, Empress. You got a decision to make. Look at the 2 dogs. Something about dogs. You got a dog. You got a dog. You got a choice to make. But it's like you're confused. You're confused and you're not seeing something clearly because you're looking through them black and white lenses. And somebody is heavily nostalgic this week. Heavily. About somebody's Empress. About the feminine. The masculine is being nostalgic about the feminine. The feminine is confused. Right? Confused. Because of this. Confliction. M-A-R, Mars, Ram. I just seen that. What's missing is the S. Right? You act like you don't care, but you hold a piece of heart. We have a spiritual contract. Right? Spirit got you. Again, you may have to make a choice between a person who does not care about you and a person who truly does. 23 is significant. Alrighty, so let's move on into what's this what's this decision with 2 doors? You may have to make a decision between your divine counterpart and another person. Come on, Stripes. My cat trying to crop on a table. Stripes, can't get up here, baby. All right, so what's this decision about? Cosmic plan. See the emotions on them webs? Stay down. Free, untamed, spirit of mermaid, confusion, unclear, shadiness. Look, angels. Archangel Uriel is the one who popped out. So Archangel Uriel is showing up in your reading, air signs. So he's telling you, free yourself from this cloudiness of this going back and forth energy, this inner turmoil that's going on in your headspace. Because your person is hearing it. Is what I feel. So Archangel Uriel is coming in and telling you this, right? See, look, danger. You have a deceitful individual who is, they're warning you about this person who is dangerous. They're a graper. They want to try to you. By coming in and confusing you, hugging you, probably even transferring something to you. I am talking to an air sign who has heavy water in their chart. This person could be trying to confuse the masculine or somebody's divine counterpart. Keep them in this procrastination. To keep them torn between two people. So give me something about the decision and the web. Look, I'm telling you, burning candles. Somebody was burning candles. Magic. Burning candles. I feel like they were burning candles to try to smoke somebody's mirror, to keep a person confused. This inner struggle, keep their mind confused. Remember, Mars energy, using the Mars energy. They were devoted to doing this because they didn't want somebody to make some sort of a decision. They got paid to do it. They got paid to do it to keep two people separated. And it was a water sign who did it. Strong Pisces energy. To try to cloud somebody's mind. To keep them in this indecision. To keep two people clashing heads. They got paid to do it. They got paid to do it. To keep two people separated. How narcissistic is that? All right. So decision, cosmic web, cosmic plane, and devotion. 5 of Summer. Yep. There it is. They wanted this person to focus on the 3 cups that were already knocked over. They didn't want them to, they wanted them to give up on love. They wanted to cause difficulties emotionally. 5, 5, 5. Focus upon the fact that God loves you and always has the highest intentions for you. A positive outlook makes it easier to recover from life's difficulties so that you can move onward and upward. So somebody did some sort of candle magic. Burnt some sort of a candle. Possibly in May this year, last year. Right? 2022. May of 2022. To make it very difficult for these two people to come together. Make a decision very difficult for somebody. Look, dragonfly, the sting. See, he's on that sunflower or daisy or whatever it is. So the Christ consciousness is very significant here. Somebody tried to mess with somebody's mind so that they would not trust their intuition, so that they would be conflicted, always be angry, always be mad. Somebody messed with the planet Mars, which is the masculine energy. So somebody could have did like some sort of Mars magic or something along them lines. I don't know. It's hard to tell whenever people do black magic. They can do just about anything. So somebody was devoted to keeping two people apart, trying to keep somebody focused on this poisonous cup, to keep them conflicted. Somebody also could have tried to get somebody to self-sacrifice by playing a lot of mind games with them, burning candles. 55 is significant. 355 is significant. 666 could be significant. Because they were trying to manipulate somebody's choices, manipulate somebody's free will. They could have been doing it for four years, at least, which would have been 2022. This is somebody who thought they had a God complex. This is a water sign. Somebody who had a God complex. They were envious of somebody's beauty. Envious and jealous of somebody's beauty. So they caused a lot of storms in their life. This is somebody who come in and possibly was friends with somebody, right? This person could have teamed up with somebody's ex. Eight of Summer, because somebody walked away, right? Look, the zebra, black and white energy. Somebody walked away. Somebody walked away and found balance. They could have did something in December, 8 months ago. In 2022, they could have did something in December of 2022. So, yeah, somebody did some healing here. Somebody did some healing. Healing of the chakras. See how the kangaroos are looking at you, but the zebra is looking a different way? This is this black and white energy that the Four of Autumn talks about. Somebody could have either been messing with somebody's, I have a rag doll, not a cat, but I have a rag doll. They could have been messing with somebody's rag doll, you know, doing spider magic on them. But this also talks about trying to steal somebody's spiritual identity, somebody who was messing with somebody's confidence, their mindset. This is somebody who could have been very immature, messing with their work, right? Doing it, mastering their craft with the magic energy, mastering their This is somebody who was a master magician, who didn't want somebody to be free. They wanted to keep them caged up. Why? Because they're unique. They wanted to keep them caged up because they are part of Christ's consciousness. They didn't want them to feel loved from their divine spirit team, from their ancestors. So they could have did some sort of a ritual with the ancestors to try to like maybe take them to spiritual court for somebody here. Yeah, they're trying to keep somebody caged. Um, Wanting somebody to feel left alone, isolated from the community, wanting them to feel alone and isolated when it comes to love, when it comes to their twin flame. They were trying to keep two people who were meant to be together on a spiritual journey. They were trying to keep them apart. So they gathered up a mob of people within the community to come up against somebody. Yep, because somebody was very cocky, very arrogant, Leo energy. They thought they were bigger. They thought they were bigger than the air person that they attacked. They thought they were God over somebody's life. This is somebody who was a chameleon. Somebody who was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Yep. Look, two kings. This was a very heartless individual. Very cold-hearted individual who tried to sacrifice somebody. Who tried to sacrifice you, air signs. Right? Look at the owl card in reverse. They worked with the high priestess, a voodoo priestess even, to do magic. Somebody got paid to do magic. Because this person had a God complex. This is somebody they wanted to bump heads with you. They did it on purpose. They deceived you on purpose. They wanted you to keep, like, banging your head. They wanted you to keep in this inner conflict. They didn't want you to channel. They didn't want you to trust something. They kept continuously burning candles so that you would make a wrong choice, to keep you focused on them 3 cups that are poisonous. Now this person wants to play victim because of the choice they made. Somebody's learned a really hard lesson here. Because whoever they did it to is now free. This is somebody who, this is somebody who could have put a contract out on somebody, a spiritual contract out on somebody. Look, fish. This is somebody who put a spiritual contract out on somebody's life. Pathetic people. You got to gather up a mob of people to come up against one person that's a coward. Give me some more information about this fish with the King of Pentacles. Yep, somebody masked something. They masked their deception. See, deceiving, deceptive, deceit. See the crown? See how the 2 fishies are swimming this way, and then the 1 fish is going this way? 3 people. Somebody masked something. What they did was they masked their hidden agenda. The whole time they were being deceptive. This was at least 2 people. Yep. Look, this, they did for revenge. A couple did this for revenge. Burnt candles. Right? Look, throat chakra. Serenity, tranquility, and peace. Look, what did I say about the spider? Fate, destiny, and free will. So it's like they did something out of revenge to be deceptive. Could have cast a love spell on an individual to try to manipulate somebody's divine counterpart to be with them instead of being with their true counterpart. Out of jealous, out of envious, right? Just to get revenge. Could have attacked somebody's throat chakra to try to shut them up out of revenge. A temporary spell. What did I say? Spell work. All right. Fishies, masquerade, falsehood, and deceptive. Keep somebody bound. So somebody did a spell for revenge out of somebody's beauty because they were envious and jealous of how somebody looked. They were very envious and jealous because somebody had, because of the fact that they were connected to the Most High. And the Most High loved them. So somebody else who is very cocky, very arrogant, very self-centered, feels that they have unfinished business with somebody who is divinely connected to the Most High. And they are so focused on finishing the deal as a predator. Preying on somebody's downfall, preying on trying to sacrifice them, grape them in some sort of way. They were really trying to bind somebody to some sort of darkness here. They were hiding the truth. Look, 3 people. So this person could have sent somebody in or paid somebody to go in or paid somebody for magic. I'm telling you, they were paid to keep 2 people separated. To keep somebody bound to this aggressive energy. To keep somebody bound to this attachment. This could be, look, Ram. All right, fishies, masquerade, and bounds. Can I have a tarot card, please, for the element of air? Can I have a tarot card, please, for the element of air? So, yeah, somebody tried to destiny swap. Somebody tried to destiny swap and steal somebody's crown chakra, steal somebody's essence here. A 2 of Cups. Business lover, family, friend. So it was destined. So justice is about to be served. These 2 people have a soul contract together. This is destiny. Somebody tried to destiny swap. Somebody tried to steal. I'm telling you. Then the 2 of Cups to try to keep 2 people apart. Oh, sorry. 10-10 here. October 28th could be significant. They could have did a Samhain ritual in October. To try to unalive somebody. did some sort of a ritual to try to unalive somebody, to try to sever their connection to the Most High, to their ancestors. But something did, it backfired. It backfired. Because these two people are no longer together. Look, see three. Two people going this way and one going this way. Somebody is upset. These two people. So these two people could be demonic, right? Tragic love affair that want a revenge. But somebody found peace. Look, fate, destiny, and free will. Some sort of magic backfired here. And now somebody is feeling the wrath of the divine. Because something was fated. Something was fated. Something was destined. Something is moving forward successfully. Whatever hinders or bumps in the road is, you know, this will is going to go over top of it. And there's a change in direction with this contract. Look, see? Two fishies. Change in direction. Something is going to be balanced out because these two people are starseeds. They have a fated contract. And this also could be talking about that spiritual hit that I was talking about. Somebody doing a spiritual hit contract on somebody. Trying to get somebody to self-sacrifice. Burning candles on a timely basis. But their time is up. They're now being blocked. And fate done stepped in and is moving somebody forward. Look, Prince Charming. Balancing something out. The Hermit, going through the dark night of the soul. Something is being illuminated. Right? Somebody could have done sex magic. Something is being illuminated. See, this also talks about somebody stealing somebody's light. Trying to snuff out that flame. Trying to snuff it out. Somebody who's divinely protected with the tiger. Somebody who's truly divinely protected. Somebody who wanted to win it at all costs. Yeah, they're being exposed for the lies. Divine done stepped in. Said, nope, these two people have a soul contract. Something is destined to happen. So, air signs, you're being asked not to give up. Break down that wall and not to give up. Because what you don't see behind the situation is there's still two cups standing. All right, so what's up with the timing card in reverse for the end of the week for the element of air? Hell, I'm already past like an hour mark here. What is the timing card in reverse for the end of the week? Look, yellow. Confidence, success, happiness, and optimism. So yeah, the timing is up. The sun has come out again. Success and happiness is yours. So air sign spirit, the divine is telling you don't give up. Your ancestors are telling you don't give up. Don't give up. You got this. We heard your call. We're coming in and protecting you from this aggressive, deceitful individual who's got a spiritual hit out on your life. And these two lovebirds who were very envious, very jealous, who wanted revenge, yeah, they're both demonic. The attachment is being sent back to them. They're playing, and I feel like they're waiting. Somebody is just waiting for the right time to approach a situation here. Alrighty, on the bottom of the deck, yep, a lesson is at hand. Somebody's angry because something got disrupted and now they're curious. See the lightning strike? Somebody is being stricken. This lesson, a profound lesson is at hand. Passion, anger, and aggressive. I told you. Red, Mars. And now they feel like they have unfinished business. And they're going to take some sort of a risk. They think that they're courageous. They think that they have a God complex. So they're just waiting for the right time to move in to disrupt some sort of destined opportunity. But what they don't realize is that their time is up. So they could have did something with a cat, right? Urn. They could have unalived a cat during this ritual, right? So they may have to put some respect on your name, right? This is somebody who they felt like you were weak. They felt that they thought you were weak mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. See the crown on a lion's head? This and Leo has a lot to do with whatever this energy is this week. They thought you were weak-minded. They thought that they were messing with your free will is what they were doing. Alrighty, so for the timing in reverse, yellow, confidence, success, and happiness, optimism, timing. I feel like they just delayed something. I feel like that's what they did. Numbing. So somebody is numbing their head, right? Somebody can have a lot of tattoos. They're being guided, right? They're being guided with the muse. Observing something online. See the computer? Observing something online. This could be somebody who uses fake profiles. Wants to remain anonymous but hides behind somebody's a cyberbully. Third party could be 3 people. See the tall building? They did something for money to keep somebody separated. I'm telling you, this keeps coming out. This is a cyberbully. They sit in the comfort of their own office or home or whatever, right? They observe online. Make notes of everything you say, everything you do. They hide behind fake profiles, right? This is, and I'm talking to you, air signs, being guided through this period of darkness. See how this person could be causing you headaches for some of you. But their time is up. Because the sun at the end of this week is shining again. And you're moving forward with some sort of a plan. You're waiting for some sort of an opportunity here. You're being inspired to make long-term plans. Timing is up, yellow, numbing, guided, observing, third party. So you definitely have somebody who could be sending you fake email links or trying to scam you online, or yeah, Six of Winter. You're definitely moving on. You are definitely moving on. You're in that boat. You're free of the cage and you're moving on, air signs, because somebody's time is up. The challenging times are coming to an end. Justice is about to be served, and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let the past go and embrace happier times ahead. Happier times ahead. The sun is shining, and somebody is mad, and they want revenge because their little spells did not work. They wore off. Look, somebody who is somebody who could be going to jail. This is somebody who works in the professional field. Remember, I said a building. Somebody who could work in a government office. Their time is up. This is somebody who's been observing you online, right? With the King of Winter, which is the King of Swords, sending you fake emails, trying to scam you, right? Could have hacked into your devices. Somebody hacked into mine, hacked my phone. Somebody who could be spam calling you. This is somebody who works in a government office. Third party, somebody who is using a fake profile. Somebody who could be losing their job or their authority here. Somebody who thinks they're an expert. 10 of Summer. This could be somebody who is attacking a chosen one. Somebody who thinks they're Rico Suave. But they're somebody who thinks that they're somebody's Prince Charming, but actually they're the frog who's been side-eyeing you. All right, let's clarify the crows. All right, so the crow, teamwork, you got this with the computer. So definitely more than person working together. Cyberbullying, sending fake emails, working under a fake profile, possibly even trying to, I don't know, 8 of Autumn, something with work. Something didn't work. Something maybe that you do for work on the computer. Somebody who worked together to try to copycat you, parrot you. Why am I getting AI, right? Making note of everything you say. Somebody who could have accessed your Akashic records as well, but the parrot talks about communication. Somebody who is researching, possibly researching the law here. Where is it at? Law and justice. Researching the law. Didn't I get that with the King of Swords? Somebody who was researching the law. Somebody who could have tried to do an LLC or copyright so that they could get you in trouble. Somebody who didn't want to work. Something that didn't work with the Eight of Autumn. Somebody who's still learning. Two of Winter. They wanted you confused. They didn't want you to make some sort of a decision. They were trying to block you, is what I feel. They were trying to block you from work, what you were working on. Because the Eight of Pentacles in the upright talks about mastering something, mastering something. They were trying to block you from what you do on work, what you do for work online. This is somebody who didn't want you to follow through with something, right? They didn't want you to make a decision. They were trying to throw road bumps and blocks in your journey. But I feel like you're successful. You're going in a different direction. You're moving on. You're going in a different direction. So grief, honoring rituals, ancestors. Yeah, that makes sense with the CM Hain. They did something on CM Hain, messing with your ancestors. 8 of them. No, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of them. They did something over Sam Hain with your ancestors, trying to get your ancestors. What they did was they took you to spiritual court. They took you to spiritual court. But they lost the battle. They lost the case. And you won, air signs. You won the case. They took you to spiritual court in October over Sam Hain. Grief. 9 of Autumn, yeah. You won the case. You successfully won the case. And now you are successfully self-employed. You're single, you're successful, you're happy. Your ancestors got your back. Because your ancestors done stepped in and removed these deceitful people who were, because it says sheepdog, who were sheep and wolves in sheep's clothing, who gathered up a mob of people, followers, sheep, to come up against you, who've been watching you do something online, or hacking into your devices. You know, I got a series of calls where, and I caught on to it, because if it was truly something important, they would have left a message. And they would call me directly by my name until I told them, listen, stop calling me hacker, and I haven't gotten a phone call since. So they hacked into my phone. This could be happening to you too, air signs. Yeah. Balance is being restored. Yeah, with the 7 of Cups, you've seen something in your dreams about them trying to unalive you with the 6 and the 7. These 3 people, right? They're under the influence of something, right? They were trying to hide something. They did something every moon cycle. Every moon cycle. And they were throwing a rocks hiding their hands. Yep, trying to keep you imprisoned in your head. Masking themselves with the masking card there. But their plan backfired. See, they're looking directly at you. Their plan backfired. Alrighty, let's pull an animal card. What message do you want to bring to the element of air? What message do you want to bring to monkey? Yeah, they were sending you flying monkeys. Arch and the rock. And what did I say about the wolf? The wolf in sheep's clothing. There they are, working together. Wolf in sheep's clothing. But somebody is supported by the universe. Archangel Michael is protecting them. Archangel Michael in his twin flame faith. Those are twin flames. Somebody is sending flying monkeys your way, air signs. I'm telling you. Somebody could have the Chinese zodiac of the monkey. You know, and when I first sat down to do these readings, this card was stuck to the table. So somebody is definitely a rat. Born in 48, 1960, 72, 84, 96, 2008. Somebody could did something in 2020. Archangel Raphael. All types of monkeys originate from the 10th dimension universe of Shekinah and step down through the Pleiades. Didn't Shekinah come out yesterday in the Divine Feminine readings? Their chatter calls in angel sonics that heal the creatures around them and help trees grow. Monkeys also use these sonics to share news and information from the angels and elements with animals, birds, trees, and humans. That's why I got called to pull the animal cards out. All right, so the heart-centered beings, monkeys incarnate to experience with the right brain all of their instincts. They are learning about qualities such as unconditional love, loyalty, togetherness, and trust. Their focus is on family life, enjoying development senses, food, and connecting with trees. So the fact that we have the sun and the moon, both of them, the sun's already in Cancer, the moon is about to move into Cancer, and Mercury retrograde in Cancer. It is all about the family. All about the family. The trees represent our ancestors. So lineages. Somebody could be breaking ancestor generational curses here. They are not here to develop human intellect capacity or logic ability, but are extremely evolved spiritually and truly experience oneness. That's the seventh chakra. Experience oneness. Evolve spiritually. So whoever I'm talking to, you are here on a twin flame journey to evolve yourself to Christ's consciousness, going through the dark night of the soul, through everything that you have been through, right? So that you can evolve to Christ's consciousness, that you can guide the collective into Christ's consciousness. This is what you're here to do. This is what your journey is. This is why this is what they're asking you to keep working on. Keep working on healing. Because your inspiration, what you have learned through all of your Nine of Wands energy from being knocked over, the inspiration that you have gained, you are here to teach other people. So you're going through a learning process yourself. And everything you've learned, your testimony guides other people to Christ consciousness. It helps them to break out of the illusions of the 3D world and helps to elevate, because humanity, we are practically almost in the split as we speak, where humanity is about to evolve into the next root race of the sixth generation, the sixth root race of humans, which means the fifth root race of humans is ending, where we are going into the sixth root race. And this is why you're here on earth, to help teach humans, to guide humans through to their Christ consciousness so that they can move into the 5D earth. All right. And you got somebody who thought they could play God over your life, thought that they were the master over your life. They treated you like a dog, right? Because they thought they were better than you. They were envious of you. They were envious of your beauty. They were envious of the fact that you are protected by the Most High, the divine God, source, whatever you want to call it there, air signs. So they did everything in their power to get you to either self-sacrifice or to sacrifice you. Somebody put a spiritual hit out on your life over Samhain by drawing in, taking you to spiritual court with your ancestors, so that they would sever your, so that they could sever your tie with them, so they could steal your soul, keep you binded to the darkness. But it didn't work. You won your spiritual court case, and now you're free from whatever bindings that these twisted individuals who have a God complex, who think that you should bow down and kneel to them. It's over. It's done. Timing is here. It's ended. They're out of time. They are out of time. And everything that they did is about the backfire. It's about the backfire. All right. Focus on developing your right brain and your heart, as this is the route to ascension and oneness. Take time out to relax, have fun, and just be. Enjoy your senses. Love your food. Smell the flowers. See beauty everywhere. Touch your loved ones and listen with loving expectation. Attune to the wonder of nature. Bring your family or community together in this way. You really connect and understand the oneness. So you're about to come into, find your soul tribe. Your soul tribe with the twin flame energy. Fellow twin flamers. Because we're not here alone. This is the most auspicious time for twin flames to be down here together. Mirror counterparts, divine counterparts. Usually that doesn't happen. But the divine set us down here as twin flamers to go through everything we've experienced, to guide others. And you had somebody who got paid to destroy it, to polyparrot you, to mock you, because they thought they were better than you. They thought they were God. They thought they could play God over your life by manipulating your free will, by manipulating your thoughts, to keep you in a power struggle with your other person. And actually your divine counterpart knows it. They already know it. It is important to be aware of your voice when you talk or sing. So your voice is very powerful. When it is warm and harmonious, the angels can use it to create sonics to purify you. So I'm talking to an air sign whose voice vibrates throughout the universe. And when you're mad and angry, it sends a ripple effect out into the universe. Your thoughts are very powerful. You will radiate a pool of healing around you. This is not only helps others, but attracts good into your life. Be carefree and joyous. Archangel Raphael. You're working with Archangel Raphael and Uriel here. Another bird, Haran. Tiger iron. Independence, patience, and balance. Spirit of Haran, teach me patience and balance as I learn to stand on my own 2 feet. Thank you, Aho. And that is exactly what you are doing. You are learning to become one within yourself. When you become one within yourself, you attract that one to you, if that makes sense. Loki agrees. Where you can be independent, one, but work with other people as one, if that makes sense to you. So highlight skunk. If it smells stinky, trust it. Opossum. Ametrine. Cleverness, strategy, and wisdom. Spirit of opossum combined cleverness and strategy with my wisdom in order to hit my goals. Thank you, Aho. So you could have somebody who thought they were clever and they made some sort of a plan to block you from achieving your goals. They thought they were clever. They thought that they had divine intellect. They had they thought they had divine authority over your life by using the World Wide Web, the internet, by burning candles to block you. Astrophyllite, crown chakra, astral travel, awareness, and release. I am limitless. Somebody could have astral traveled, but they're blocked now, right? They're blocked. Their time is up. They can no longer do it. This person could have been coming in and observing what you were writing, what you were doing on your computer. They thought they were clever, playing your mind games, giving you headaches. There was 3 of them. There was 3 of them. They wanted you to go in a different direction than what you were meant to go in. Yeah, if something smelled funny, you were right. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a